Hey y'all, I'm Carol Corey. Welcome back to my Creating Corner. I'm so glad you're joining me here. If this is your first time, if you click subscribe, then you'll get notified and can come play again easily with me. I hope you do. But it's October. I am so excited. October 2025. There's a couple things that I'm excited about. Now, if you know me and you've been here before, then you'll know two things. One, it gets a little chaotic when I'm creating. And two, I get excited about everything. But this is really something big to be excited about. If you have a wish list that's more than $35, you're going to want to click the join button. I'll have the link for that down below, because for this month, October 2025, you can choose $125 worth of whatever you want from the clearance rack, the regular catalog, the online exclusives for only $35. And you'll get free shipping. And you'll get some business products. And you'll get a free paper pumpkin. All that, $125 of the products of your choice for $35. I'm telling you, if you have a wish list that's more than $35, you definitely want to take advantage of that join special. And if you have a really big wish list, you can choose up to $189 for $99. Normally it's $125 for $99, but for this month, $125 worth of product plus the paper pumpkin kit, plus some business products, plus free shipping for only $35, or $189 worth of products for $99, and still the free paper pumpkin kit and the free shipping and some business products. This is the month, if you've been on the fence, this is the month you are going to want to become an independent demonstrator, even just a hobby demonstrator. So I'll have the link for that down below, or just shoot me a message through my 24/7 store with any questions you may have, and I'd love to help you get the greatest value out of your Stampin' Up! Journey. So I do hope to be hearing from you soon. And until then, my paper pumpkin came, the October paper pumpkin, Cozy Christmas. So this is the everything except the scissors box of fun. I have mine on a regular subscription. I just get it every month, but you can prepay for 1 month, or well, for 3 months or 6 months. They changed the prepay terms of length. But anyways, you can prepay for just a couple, or you can prepay for a year, and if you do that, the discount gives you like a free box. But it's a great gift for the crafter in your life, or for yourself. But anyways, I can't wait to see what's in this box. Cozy Christmas. I think it has something to do with Christmas. So we will take a look what's in here, and usually it's cards. We'll put together one of each of the designs that's included in here, and then we'll just take off and see what we can do, because I do have the coordinating dies. Every 3 months, Stampin' Up! Will offer an add-on for $12. It's a little set of dies that coordinates with 3 months worth of paper pumpkin kits. And so the new set of dies coordinates with October, November, and December. So let's see what we can do. Let's get this down to the creating table, get it open, see what's inside, and where we can take it. Thanks so much. Hang on, don't get dizzy. Okay, here we go. And I do have a couple of things here just to make my life easier, but you don't need them. I've got my scissors to get into the package, and a take your pick tool, some tweezers, and my bone folder. So let's get those out of the way, and let's see what we've got. Okay. Oh, just looking at the cover just gets you excited, doesn't it? Okay, cheery red tissue paper. All right, so this comes with a pecan pie Stampin' Spot. Okay, and here we've got some cute stamps. Merry Christmas, to the world, deck the halls, joy, a star, and some snowflakes. We can do a lot of good things with that. And unwrap the gorgeousness. That out of the way. And oh, look at those cards. How cute. Oh, how cute. Okay, so 9 cards are in this set. Perfect. Oh, and there's some sequins and your tear and tape. Like I say, everything you need. So there's the adhesive. Let's get this opened. Okay. Tear and tape. Okay, and in this little package, we have our, I can get, there we go. The trick is always getting it open. Alrighty, so here we've got some glue dots and some dimensionals, and these cute red sequins. Okay, put those aside. And here are our coordinating envelopes. Isn't it fun when you get something in the mail and the envelope itself is even fun? Yes! And some, okay, red card bases. And you'll notice it's front and back of the card base, so you can just cut these in half and have two separate card fronts. So there we've got some red card bases. There's 3 of them, if I can get that. Ah, there we go. So there's the 3 red card bases. Oh, cute. Here's your cutout. It says Joy. Oh, and these little things in the corner are velvety. Ooh. Let's pretend it's the 4th of July. Ooh, ah. So we have 4 joys. Okay. Of course, there's 3 designs, 3 of each design, so there's an extra one. And here's some nice little sentiment die cuts for our sentiments. Good. Okay, and some green card bases here. Loverly. Oh, you can either say they're like little mountainy things. Can you see the design on them? Yep, yep, yep. Here is a snowflake. Cute. Some of these papers got a little bent. That's okay. And this has a little design on it too, if you can see. Okay. Very subtle. And here we have a very subtle white crosshatch design. I don't think it's going to show up on camera. But, oh look, I love the cutout on the corners. Oh, that's cute. That's very cute. Oh, and more of that velvety. Oh, that's velvety there and velvety there. Oh, these laser cuts are gorgeous. Okay, let's get that star over here. And then here we've got regular card bases, just like these cute panels with the fancy corners. Ooh, and these have got the, oh, everything's just falling apart. Okay, so but this is green velveteen. Oh, that's nice, nice. Okay, let's get all that aside. Here's some more velvety stuff on these basic beige ornaments. Very cute, very cute. And here's some more die cuts, J-O and Y's, and some greenery. This will be good for some other craft. Okay, this you just put a line of tear and tape down each side. It makes a great little storage envelope, and there's your black line so you can easily see what the sentiments included in this are. Merry Christmas to the world, deck the halls, a star, little snowflakes, and joy. Okay, we're going to keep that out. And the directions. Now these directions are awesome. They are pictorial. It just shows you like 3 strips of tear and tape there, 3 glue dots and 3 dimensionals, a little dimensional and a little strip of tear and tape. Could not be easier to follow these directions. So we've got pictorial directions for each of the cards, and on the back is just everything that's included. Some extra cards if you have colors, if you have extra material around the house. If this is not your first rodeo, we've got, it will coordinate with basic beige, cherry cobbler, garden green, pecan pie, and real red. And then, as I said, there's the coordinating dies. So these dies are the Joy to the World, and they will coordinate with October, November, and December. And here are the dies themselves, Abundant Joy. So these are $12 add-on. Only Paper Pumpkin subscribers can purchase these. But look how cute. Look at this cute little tag. I love it. Oh, right. Well, good, good. I'm going to put these aside, and I'm sure we will find a use for them later. Okay, so let me see what we've got and get everything out to do one of each of the 3 designs, and we'll get started. I will be right back. Alrighty, so here we go. The first thing I did is I pulled out my full-size pecan pie ink pad, so I can just leave my ink spot sealed for giving it away or whatever. I'm going to take my bone folder, give this card base a nice crease. I do like this kind of rustic idea. Okay, so on the back of this cute scout with the cute little edges here, we're going to put 3 strips. Here we go, so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. 3 strips of tear and tape, and I'm going to show you a cute little trick. You know, when you put it down with your tape on there, once it's down, but I can show you how to minimize possibly messing up. So let me get these other things out from under here. Okay, so there I've got that. Here we're using these cute green flocked, and I bet they're going to stack up on top of each other. So on the back of the star, we are going to put a dimensional, and then on the backs of each of these little wiggly things, we're going to put dimensionals kind of towards the bottom. The long one gets right along the bottom. The middle sized gets a little bit of support in the middle there. And then the tippy top is going to get 2. And now we're going to grab our glue dots, and we're going to put a glue dot on these. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put 3 on here. I'm not putting the tear and tape on the back of my sentiment die cut because I do want to stamp it with the Merry Christmas first. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to put this on the red so I can see it easier. Let me ink that up. Notice I'm just tapping it. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. You don't push and smush. You just tap it. That's all you need to do. Oh, okay. And being photopolymer, we can look right through and get it lined up just perfectly. Put a little bit of good pressure on it. Now underneath this grid paper, I do have my glass mat. I get a great impression from my photopolymer stamps on this glass mat because it doesn't give at all. Let me clean this off on my simple chamois. Okay, so it doesn't give at all, so you get a wonderful impression. I just have to have the grid paper over it so it doesn't glare with the lights in the camera. Lights, camera, action! Okay, so we're going to put this down first. Now what I'm going to do, make sure that it's opening on the correct side, it's opening on the right. I'm going to pull this loose a little bit. See, pull it down. I'm just pulling it loose, loosening it up, partially, just part of the way down. Okay? That way, you can line it up, and if it's in the right spot, you've got your glue here and you can press it down and it'll stay. But if it's not in the right spot, you can move it around. So let's take a look. That looks like that is about right. It's in the middle, it's even. So I'm going to push down at the top where I had the adhesive exposed. Now I'm just going to reach up under here and I'm just going to pull where I had pulled it loose. Give it a press, and there you go. That way it's much less likely to have an oops and put it down somewhere you don't want to put it. Okay, so now let's see what we're going to do about these. Oh, cute, 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 and cute. That's how we're going to set it. Okay. Let's pull the little wax off the back of the dimensionals and off the glue dots. I'm going to use, there we go, and that goes down flat. That way it's not going to be super, super thick by the time you get to the top, okay? By the time you get to your top layer, if you had all of your layers raised up, you would have one thick card. Might not fit into the envelope. Okay. Cute. Cute. And oh, got a little piece there. And put the star right on top. Perfect. Now I'm going to take my Merry Christmas. Now, you see I have my stamp on this block, this acrylic block. If it's your first paper pumpkin that you've received, or really any of our online kits in the online kits collection, if there's any stamping to be done, you get this block in your first paper pumpkin kit or with any of the kits that do need stamping. Okay, So then you just use the same block over and over again. But I'm going to get here. Let's see, so I need, put that same direction, we're going to put a dimensional on an end and a strip of the tear and tape over here. And it's going to go, this end should be the S, right? Let me make sure I put it behind the S. Yeah. If you have it looking the same as in the picture, you're going to get it right. These are some things that it's so hard to not get it right. Seriously. You know, if you're following the directions, these directions are so clear and so easy to follow. Okay, so here we go. Merry Christmas. We're going to pop that right across there. Make sure you don't have your sentiment crossing over the edge of your card, because then it won't fit in your envelope. Now we're going to take a couple little sequins. These are 2 sizes. We're going to put a bigger sequin on the tree. Let's go ahead and put it there. Not quite in the same. Oh, it left the glue behind. Come here, you. Well, let's just grab another one. There we go. That one's got the glue on it. And we're going to put 2 little sequins on the side. Oh, this is so cute. Kind of a little country rustic idea going, but it's still festive and Christmassy. So cute. And of course, we'll be popping it in its coordinating envelope. So that's card 1. I love it. That is really cute. But let's see what card 2 looks like. Okie dokie, card number 2 is coming up, and we're using the basic beige with that little subtle background on it with the craft paper type panel. So I'm going to give this a good crease with my bone folder. Okay. Now the sentiment that we're going to be using is To the World. I'm going to line it up here on my grid paper. Oopsie. And then I'm going to just set my block down on it and pick it up. That's how you mount the stamp. Super, super simple. Okay, so let me go ahead and put tear and tape on the back of my panel. See, everything's already cut for you. You've got your die cuts, you've got your laser cuts. All you need your scissors for is to get into the package. Now this is going to be a landscape card. It's going to open from the bottom. So again, just like with the other card, I'm going to loosen my tear and tape. You know, it's got this wax paper protectant on it, so it doesn't stick until you're ready for it to stick. So there we go. It's easier for me to do it this way. Let's just do it this way. Okay. Press at the top. We'll pull that one out. Whoopsie. Press at the top. Pull those off. There you go. Perfect. Now it's perfectly centered without panicking over it. Okay. So here I've got my Joy die cut with the flocking. I'm going to cut that out the middle there. I do need to do a little bit of stamping. We're going to put To the World right along the bottom here. And again, I'm going to put it on the colored part of the card so I can make sure that I actually see the edge of the thing. Okay. Right along the edge. To the world. Yay! Who's singing Three Dog Night? Joy to the world. All the boys and girls now. Okay. Here I've got my J. I've got my O. I've got my Y. Turn them over. And got my tear and tape. A little bit here. Here. Now if you go over the edge, don't worry about it because you can just fold it back over and it is perfectly alright. There. There. And there. Okay, that went a little long. Let's tear that off. You notice why it's called tear and tape? You just tear it off. Okay. don't say put a glue dot on the back of that, but I think I'm going to. Where are my glue dots? Okay, I'm going to use one of the glue dots. Where are my glue dots? Well, we'll use this one. There we go. And I'm going to pull this up just a tad bit. Stick that down. Put that there. There we go. Oops. And of course I got it off a little bit. So let me pull it up. And there. Good. Yeah. I like having the little dot at the end of the Y. Have a little bit of support there. Probably should have done it on those too. That's okay. That's okay. If Stampin' Up! Doesn't say you need to put it there, it's probably not necessary. Okay, here we've got some greenery. I'm putting it right on the dimensional that's in the back there. You know, let me put it a little closer that way. There we go. And I'm going to put another dimensional closer in here to stick it down. Go. Oh, that's cute. I do like that. That is cute. That was a little finagly for me. I'm sure you'll be able to do it a lot better without having to pick it up and move it. But that is really a cute card. That's one I'll be proud to send. And we still have one more design to get to. Let's see what we got with the third one. Card number 3. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is take this cute little rectangle and we are going to stamp Deck the Halls on it. Remember, tap, 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 no push and smush. Okay, it does have this gold foiling outline, so I don't know if you can see that. So I don't need to put it on the card base to actually see it when I'm stamping. Okay, so Deck the Halls right in the middle there. Good, good. Let's get this. Okay, so I'm going to put a glue dot on this side and a dimensional on the other end. It's a glue dot because it's going to be crossing over the ornament, which will be raised up. Okay. Now let me go ahead and get my bone folder. Give this one a good press, nice crisp fold. I've already put my tear and tape on the back of this panel. Now I've already put dimensionals on the back of my flocked green ornament piece, and I've put some tear and tape and a couple of glue dots on the back of my red part. Probably maybe should have waited because it'll be easier to stick it down if it's not high. It's beautiful. Got dimensionals on the back of this. And well, actually, let me put the wax back on there because I want to lay it down to see where it needs to go. Let's get that lined up. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Again. Oh, that's cute. Oh, this is cute, y'all. Now the dimensionals are in such a way that it'll snug right down next to that. And whoopsie, a little crooked there. Let's get it straight. Oh, cute. Oh, that is cute. Whoops. Whoops. Let's put that back. I need a small one. I need a small one, not a big one. And we'll put that small one right there. Oh, now that is cute. I like that one. Okay, so those are our 3 cards that came with the kit. But you know what? With both the front and back being colored, everybody's got some basic white around, or it's easy to get. So I'm gonna come back and see what else we can do and see about using these adorable coordinating dies. Okay, hang on, bear with me. Let's see what we got coming up. Alrighty, so I do have 3 things in mind to share with you, and the first one is a tag. I'm going to be using the tag and the word joy from our coordinating die kit. And let me put that aside. I've got my dies. Let me put them right here out of the way. So I do have this brown sheet right here. It's the brown panel that came with the cards. It's got the little snowflakey things on it. So I'm going to use this, and I took one of the red card bases, and with my Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer, I am going to cut it in half. Now I have 2 halves that I can use for card fronts or for whatever I want. But you notice this half has like a roll on it. You can see the score line. So I'm going to go ahead and just trim that one right off. There we go. I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to keep this one out. I think I'm done with the paper trimmer at this point. And here is my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss Machine. How cute is that? If you don't have one of these cutie pies, this month's join special might tempt you. $125 worth of items for only $35. You could grab this and a bundle and some paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to cut the tag shape out of it. There we go. Isn't that cute? Our full-size cut and emboss machine also folds up just like this one. Let's see. Let me just run it through here. There we go. Whew. Some things are wanting to fall over there. That's okay. So here I've got my cute little brown tag. Now I'm going to, I think I'm actually going to put this away and stamp on the counter because this table's just a little too shaky. Okay. So now I'm going to take my card, half of the card base that I cut, and I've got these adhesive sheets here. The adhesive sheets will really make your life easier. You can go ahead and just use glue dots, whatever, but you put the adhesive sheets on the back of your cardstock before you cut it, and it turns whatever you cut into a sticker. So I'm going to put these adhesive sheets on the back of this. Let me see if I can't get this. You've got 2 kind of slices. That makes it pretty easy to pull your paper off. So there's one. Yeah, it's a big sheet. Did I show you? It's a big pack. Look how big these sheets are. And you get 12 of the adhesive sheets in there. It lasts for quite a while. Okay, so I got that. I'm going to take off one more section so that I have some ready for later. And I'm just going to grab my trimmer, and I'm just going to trim off what is not, there we go. So there, I've just trimmed off what didn't have the adhesive sheet on it. Now I'm going to take this over to the, oh, look at what I did. I put it on the wrong side. Okay, well, you can't peel it off, as you see. So I will just grab, let's see if this piece will fit. Yep, that'll work. So you just, you're supposed to put it on the back, and I am used to our cardstock that is colored on both sides. Oh well, things have been going pretty well with these cards. Hadn't been too chaotic so far, so you know something's gonna happen. Okay. On the back, put it down. There we go. Now I'm going to take my glue scissors. Always have a particular pair of scissors dedicated to cutting the sticky stuff. That way, you've only got one set of scissors gummed up, and you're not going to have to wash 5 pairs of scissors. Yeah, a little bit of Goo Gone gets it cleaned right up. Okay, so now I've got adhesive sheet on the back of that remainder of the card piece. I'm glad I cut it off. And I'm going to take this over to the counter, and I'm going to cut out the word joy. Be right back. Okie dokie, couldn't have been quicker or easier. Now let me just pull this out. And remember, these are the dies from that coordinating die kit. It's an add-on that you can purchase for an extra $12, and it does coordinate with 3 months worth of paper pumpkin kits. Okay, look how cute. Can you see the little dots in there? I don't know what you'd call it. I don't think it'll show up on camera, but it's got a cute little pattern on in there. Okay, so now I'm just going to use my Take Your Pick tool to tease the sticker cover off the back. There we go. Now this whole thing is a sticker. And we are going to just stick it right here on the tag. Cute. Okay. How about adding a sequin or two? Let's go ahead and put a little sequin on there. How about one right there on the, nah, that looks silly. No. We can just put it one here, and one right there. Joy, cute. Now I have this is some old baker's twine. It's red and white candy striped, just whatever. Now some regular linen thread would look fine on this, or white cotton. Just put it right through the hole. How about we do this? Let's get about, 10 inches. That's long. Let's get about 7 inches. Cut it off. Fold it in half. Let's put the fold part through. And then, there you go. Pull that through. And now you've got a cute little hanging tag. Isn't that sweet and quick and absolutely adorable? Using some of the extra paper, some of the panel, and the coordinating dies. Cute and easy. Well, I have got 2 cute cards up to do, so let me clear this up and get started on the next one. Okay, card number 2. If you remember, we just used that brown panel to cut our tag, so that leaves us an extra beige panel. I'm going to go ahead and cut that into half. I can use half of that for the front of a card, and I can cannibalize the other half. Actually, I'll be using it for the front of this card. Okay. So here we've got our red card base. This is real red. And I'm going to trim this panel down to fit inside. It's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to trim this panel to 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, this card will give us the opportunity to use those stamps. Use all those stamps that came with the set. So I'm going to make sure that it's straight. Well, see, it's there. It'll fit right inside. There we go. So I'm going to make sure this is straight. And I'm going to take a little piece of scrap paper here. I've got the snowflakes stamps from our paper pumpkin kit and To the World from our paper pumpkin kit. So, using the pecan pie, which is the color that came in our kit, I'm going to ink up the snowflakes, stamp it off, see how light it gets? I like the double, the second generation. That's first generation. There's second generation. It's very muted on this beige card stock. It's just a little something. And I'm just putting little light snowflakes all over this card front. There we go. Maybe one more up here. There we are. Let's get one in the middle. Okay, we'll just cover the whole front with these little light snowflakes. Very good. Okay, put that aside. We're going to leave this out, and here I have To the World. Now this you want to make sure you're getting straight, so make sure you have your card panel lined up with your grid paper, and we're just going to do To the World. Just kind of all the way down. There we go. Cute. And let me mount my joy. Now, real red. Do I want to put it right in the middle, or do I want to stamp it a couple of times? Let's just stamp it right there in the middle. Joy! Okay, I think maybe we can do this a couple of times. Oh, and let's come off. There we go. That'll work. Couple of sequins. Whoops. Okay, and then we'll just mount it on that, and there you go. Quick, easy. If you need to do a bunch of cards for, I don't know, say you're mailing them out to people in church, or maybe you deliver mobile meals and you need to make a whole bunch to put with some holiday meals, this is one heck of a quick and easy card to make a stack of. Just get some red paper, some beige paper, and use the stamps from your paper pumpkin kit, and you can make as many as you want. Ta-da! There we go. Super quick and easy. And wouldn't that be cute to just pop on a plate, like if at the soup kitchen or mobile meals, or to pass around at the office? Yes, I like it. I like it. Very quick, very easy. Now the next one is a fun fold. Of course, I love fun folds. So let me clear this up because I'm looking forward to this next and last card. Okay, let's wrap this up here with a cute little fun fold. So here I've got a sheet of basic white cardstock, and I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. So right now it's at 4 1/4 by 11. But I want to cut this down to 8 1/2. Let me pull this out. This stretches all the way to 17 1/4, y'all. I love my Stampin' Trimmer. So I'm just going to come here to 8 1/2. And keep some of that aside. Now I'm going to take this, and I'm going to go ahead And this lighter one is the scoring blade, so I'm going to score it at 3 inches and 3.5 inches. Okay. Now I need green. I'm going to take my green card base here, and I'm going to cut it at 4 1/8 by 3 3/8. I tell you what, I'm just going to, okay, 4 1/8 by 3 3/8. Okay. Now if I did the math right, that should cover this. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to score it just short of 1/2. You know what? It's okay, never mind. So I'm going to score it just short of 1/2, like 3/8. There we go. There we go. Good. Now I need a green 2 7/8 by 3 3/8. This piece will work just fine. So 2 7/8 right there. By 3 3/8. Cool. Okay. And I'm going to bring some of this white back over here, and I'm going to cut a panel 3 by 3.5. See, that should be 4 1/4, so I'm going to cut this one. 3 by 3.5. Okay, so here I've got a basic white panel, 3 by 3.5. I have another basic white that's 4 1/4 by 8.5, and it's scored at 3 3.5. Then I have 2 green panels. This one is 4 1/8 by 3 3/8, and it's scored at like 3/8, and this one is 2 7/8 by 3 3/8. And this should fit very nicely right on there. So let's go ahead and glue it down. Yes, I do like this all-purpose glue, my multi-purpose glue. Okay. And let's go ahead and score this one, and then these scores. Let me grab my bone folder. I do want these to be scored nicely. And this one I'm going to fold back that way. This is going to be sort of a book fold, kind of. Okay, and this should fit right on there. Good, good. It does. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this down. There we go. Now, here's a fun thing I want to show you. I had cut the real red card base before and put some adhesive tape on the back, remember? Well, we also have these foam adhesive sheets. When you have something that's a little on the narrowish side, but you want it to have some dimension, you want it to be popped up, but it's really not a very convenient size, even though our dimensionals cut very easily, and we have the long foam strips. Sometimes when you're looking at something this size, it's just not what you want. These foam adhesive sheets, y'all, look at this. So it comes with several packs and several sheets in here, and you cut it easy peasy. So I've got some real red cardstock that's left over from where I cannibalized another card, and I'm just going to cut it to, what did I need? 3, let's see. So I need it to be, okay, 3 inches, 1.5 inches. Okay, that'll be easy enough to do. How wide is this? Okay, 3.5. Just got to kind of push a little bit because it's a little bit thicker. And there you get it cut very easily. and then you can just rip it. Okay, so we're going to put it on the back of this right here. Okay, put it on the back. It's not the cardstock that's dyed on both sides. This is a card front, remember? So now I'm going to take this over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine on the counter, and I'm going to cut out the word joy, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is so cool. Just like the foam adhesive sheets turns whatever you want to make into a sticker, these foam adhesive sheets turn whatever you want to make into a dimensional sticker. See, and it cuts right through. You'd never know that you were cutting through anything thicker. So it's super easy to cut. And let me get and all of our Stampin' Up! Dies have these release holes that you just stick a little pokey something into. In my case, I use my Take Your Pick tool. And look at that. Is that not cool? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to have it with the little rays go in the same direction. I'm going to put some dimensionals up under here. Oops. Here's the dimensionals. Now I'm going to have it lapped over, so I'm not going to put it all the way across the back of the card. There we go. I'll tell you what, let me go ahead and get these snowflake dies back out. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple little snowflakes on the inside back of that. And here's a little bit of scrap. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in the pecan pie because I have, how many inches? I've got 18 inches of this pecan pie ribbon. It's basically off-white with a little strip of brown down the middle. So to help carry that country feeling through, I'm going to go ahead and use the pecan pie. I'm going to stamp it off and stamp. Stamp it off and stamp. Stamp it off and stamp. So there's a little row of some snowflakes that you can just start to see. And before I finish this card, I'm going to stamp the inside with To the World. Are you guessing what's going to happen? It's going to say Joy on the front, and then you're going to open it up and it's going to say To the World. Should I put some more snowflakes? Yeah. Let's do, no. I think that's good just to have a little flurry down the side. Okay, now what I need to do, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take some of this tear and tape, I'm going to put a strip of tear and tape down the back, in between the two score lines, and I'm going to put the ribbon down the middle. There we go. And now I'm going to put another strip of tear and tape all the way so that that 1/2 inch piece is adhered flat down to the inside of the card. There we go. Flop that over. Press it nice and hard. There we go. I'm going to put just a little bit here to make my life a little bit easier. And I'm just going to tie a knot in this ribbon. You could tie a bow if you like, but I just like having a little knot there. Now, trim it. Trim it. Oh, this is cute. Simple, but adorable. Joy. I would use the sequins, but I'm going to take some of these. These are the traditional sparkling sequins. Where's the opening? I always put them in backwards so I can never find the opening. So we're going to add a little bit of extra sparkle with these traditional sparkling sequins. And I'm going to use the gold. Here's a good way to grab sequins and gems. Use the little putty end of your Take Your Pick tool And then, let's see, where do I want them? Where do I want them? Grab this one here. Pretty. Let's grab this one here. So lovely. And this one here. Oh, isn't that cute? And there you have it. Joy. I wish you could see. This looks almost like a, an embossed leather. That is so pretty. And then you open it up. Let's go ahead and fold it back to the world. Oh, that's cute. Maybe we'll take a little itty bitty one and put it in the center of that exposed dot, and we'll put one right there in the center of that one. Yay. Oh, I like that one. What do you think? To the world, and then you've got plenty of room to write your sentiment. I think that's adorable. Using materials from the kit and a couple of little extra things that you might have on hand. All right, let me clear everything up and let's take a look at everything that we've created together. Well, that was fun putting together the October 2025 Cozy Christmas Paper Pumpkin. And the first card that we did together was this cute Christmas tree. Remember, it's got the flocking on it, and the red is flocked also, that red star. So cute. Couple little sequins to set it off. Very cute country Christmas vibes on this card. Loving it. And don't forget, they all come with a coordinating envelope. Okay? And our second card was this Joy to the World. And isn't that a fun one? And this took us no time at all. We just glued the die cuts onto the bigger die cut and added the sprigs behind it. And everything is flocked for that little bit of texture and extra zhuzh. And then we come with a flocked ornament. Deck the halls. Ornaments always make such fun Christmas cards, don't they? So that is a really pretty card there. But of course we couldn't stop there. We did have to cannibalize some of the materials. So we took this card panel and using the available add-on coordinating die kit, we made this cute little Christmas tag with the word joy on it. But we like cards. Here is a cute, very simple, very quick design using the stamps from the Paper Pumpkin kit. Like I said, this I can see making just a stack of cards to go on, you know, when you're serving holiday dinners, when you're serving your mobile meals friends. That's what I'm going to use this design for. It was very quick and I think it's very festive. And of course, we had to have some fun and pull out some extra materials like this pecan pie ribbon, the basic white cardstock, and these gorgeous glittery sequins, the traditional sparkling sequins. We used the gold. Those come in all kinds of beautiful colors and sizes. But we made like a book fold. Not quite like a book fold because we've got this little fun piece sticking out here. And here we have Joy to the World. And remember, we put this on the foam adhesive sheets. So not only was it a sticker, but it's a raised up sticker for a little extra pizzazz. So I like this card too. This is a fun one. So here are the 5 cards and the tags that we've done together. I hope you like them. These were very quick, very cute, very simple. And give me a thumbs up if you like them. I hope you do. I think they're cute. And I'd love to see you back playing with me again. And don't forget, if your wish list is over $35, there's really no better value than to go ahead and click that join link that I'm putting below and sign up as an independent demonstrator. Choose $125 worth of products of your choice from the catalog, the clearance, the online exclusives, anything you want through the Stampin' Up site. And you'll get a free paper pumpkin kit, you'll get free shipping, I mean just oodles of stuff. Message me through my 24/7 store. You'll see my link up top and down below with any questions you have. And 35 bucks, yes, this is the time to do it for the rest of the month. So knock yourself out. Have a great time with that superb shopping trip. Well, do come back and join me. So until next time, keep making the world a beautiful place. Bye now.